The name My Sister Keeper.
Yes.
Can you talk about that a bit?
Of course, of course. So, 2 years ago, I sat in, I was, designed websites and things of that nature for others, and self-taught myself. I did not go to school for graphic designs and things of that nature. Just self-taught myself, and I wanted to start my graphic design company, and but it had to be different. It had to be, and when I say different, not just, I meet with someone, I design their website, and then they go and they run their business. We had to stay in a network in order to work alongside each other, not after I finish your website, you're gone. So, most people are like, well, why didn't you say my sister is keeper? Because with that S, because you work with more than one person. And for me, I dropped the S because I work with one sister at a time to help her formulate her business, her brand, and then we come together in a sisterhood to network with each other. So that's why there's no S on my sister, because I literally give you my one-on-one attention whenever I work with you by yourself. So that's why there's no S on sisters, on sister.
So it's that focused attention that you offer.
Exactly.
Now, how important is it for a person to live on purpose or to be aligned with their purpose? And what are some of the benefits that one derive or others can derive from you living your purpose or on purpose?
Right. So it is important to live on purpose because, again, we have one life to live, right? And I remember seeing a quote, because I always deal with inspirational quotes, and it says, you only have one life to live, but if you do it correctly, you will live with no regrets. And for me, I want to be able to live with no regrets, right? I want to be, so that is my, my message to anyone who is trying to find their purpose is, are you living the life that you want to live without any regrets? And if there are regrets, right? So again, you could have done this, you should have done this, so now I regret not doing this, or I regret not doing that. Live on purpose, do it, give it a chance. You never know what's going to happen. And when I say it's like, you have to decide what your purpose is, like what fulfills you, how do you feel on a daily basis, right? And if you wake up every morning and you feel empty and you're just watching sun up to sundown, every day the sun comes up, every night it goes down, and you feel stuck, it means that you're not living in your purpose. You have to be able to feel fulfilled at the end of your day, and that's how you know you're living on purpose. Now, are you going to feel fulfilled every single day? No, you're not, because there are going to be some times where you may try something and it didn't work, right? And then it's all about how now do you get up, dust yourself off, and try to do something again, but in a different way. Don't do the definition of insanity and do it the same way at the same time again, right? But if you try again and you succeed, that's when you feel like, wow, I've accomplished something. And now I feel like I'm living on purpose, because maybe the first time didn't work, of whatever it is that you wanted to do. But try again, right? And then when you feel fulfilled, that is when you know that you're living in your purpose.
So get up, dust yourself off, and go at it again.
There you go. Yes.
Until you get it, until you get that feeling of, wow, fulfillment.
Fulfillment.
Right. So in your circle, the network,
yes,
My Sister Keeper, and I know you start without the S, but at
yes,
some point, then there are sisters.
Oh, that S comes in, yeah.
Right? Is purpose a common conversation, talking about purpose? Is that common?
Yes. So I say and I love the word purpose when you used it in this project. It is such a powerful word that in my network, I want to incorporate that word as well because of its powerful meaning, especially when you switch the light bulb on. For me, the other day when I say, "Wow, this means a lot," that word is very powerful. Now, for me, I always say, what goal are we trying to achieve within the next week, or what goal are we trying to achieve within the next month? What is your 5-year goal? What is your 2-year goal? So for me, my power word when networking was goals, right? Because I'm a goal-driven type of person. I always have to have something to accomplish in a certain amount of time. I don't know if that's the military life that I lived for 10 years, that we had to get some things done, so do it. But it came out in my civilian life, right? So that word goal has always been in my vocabulary that I use on a constant basis. So in my network, we use the word goal, right? And I, as a business coach, we set our goals, but I really want to incorporate the word purpose, because now it's, yes, you're setting your goal for what purpose, right? So I want to be able to incorporate the word purpose as we're setting our goals.
Because indeed, your goals should be aligned with your purpose.
Exactly.
As you continue to achieve, to complete your goals, it's bringing you closer to fulfilling your purpose.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a good move on your part to integrate that powerful, consequential, word or concept.
Yes.
Purpose. Yes. So, what about, you're a mother, and how is that discussion about purpose going on with
my son?
Your son, yes.
Yes. So I do have one son, Jabari, right now. He is attending LSU. This is his first year in college. And throughout his school life, we've always talked about, again, what are you trying to achieve? And you have to want to achieve something. We're not just going to live day by day, right? So again, that military mother came out in me, right? And it was like, okay, what's your goal? What do you want to do? But I never wanted to have him live as I wanted him to live, or do what I wanted him to do. As parents, we would pull the talent out of the child, because you're going to notice, the things that they're interested at a very young age, right? So for example, my son is, very interested in maths, and the way he analyzes numbers is absolutely crazy to me, and I'm like, I'm still counting on my fingers, and I ran out of fingers, and you came up with the answer, right? So I noticed for him, either accounting or something in business would have worked for him. So I gave him the suggestion of those are the things that he should be looking into, right? And as he learned more about the field, he is now enjoying learning how to run a business, run a company, do the bookkeeping for the company. Side note is, he is part of my bookkeeping in my company, because when I tell you he can run numbers, he can run some numbers, right? So as a parent, instilling in him that he had to achieve the goals that he sets his mind to, and not give up on them, because sometimes, yeah, you may not pass that math test, but does that mean that you're not going to do good in accounting? No, right? We just got to figure out, how do you bring it back, learn some more, and then move forward, right? So I always teach him, again, my power word in my vocabulary again was goals. So for him, it was always to try to set his goals. But now we're going to talk about, okay, what is the purpose of you learning and getting this business degree? What are we going to turn this into now? And is that going to make you feel fulfilled later on?
I get it. So getting these youngsters or involved is I believe is very important, which is one of the motivation behind this program, A Collision with Purpose. Is to get our young folks involved in the conversation about purpose and understanding the implications of working in purpose. First, understanding what purpose is, and not just young folks, but older folks as well, because
Right.
many of us need to focus.
Right, but I think starting at a young age, I had to wait until I was, well, we're not going to say my whole age, right? 2 years ago to figure out that I am truly living in, my God-given purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. I feel like I'm walking in my God-given purpose now. And that took me up to 2 years ago to figure that out. But I don't want my 18-year-old son to wait until he's in his 30s and 40s to figure that out. So I want to instill in him that, yes, you're setting goals, but you're setting goals with a purpose, right? It has to be a purpose behind why you want to achieve what you're setting yourself up for, right? Like, what do you want to have accomplished? And do you feel fulfilled, or are you going to feel fulfilled when this goal is accomplished and now you feel like, yeah, I'm really living in my purpose. I'm getting satisfaction from what I'm doing on a daily basis.